Texas Congressman Nathaniel Moran of Tyler calls Vance a solid conservative and a solid pick for vice president. Writing in part, President Trump's selection of Ohio Senator J.D. Vance once again reaffirms his commitment to the American dream and his commitment to make it possible for every American. The congressman went on to say Senator Vance did not grow up in a privileged childhood, but he understood how to work and study hard, and he dedicated himself to service to his country through the military and in office as a U.S. Senator. Congressman Moran is in Milwaukee this week for the RNC and spoke with us earlier today about an increase in security and the attempted assassination of former President Trump. In a Monday morning interview, East Texas Congressman Nathaniel Moran said security had been beefed up without question at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee.
I can tell you they pushed back the perimeter, especially as it relates to planned protests. It took me about 45 minutes to actually get through and walk from the drop-off point and to get to the convention doors themselves. So there's tons of security here. We feel safe and secure in what we're doing. And we want to do that. We don't want this to be about a security issue. This week, we want it to be about policy.
When it comes to the assassination attempt, Moran echoed statements shared by congressional leaders, demanding a full and thorough investigation into what happened.
I don't want to jump to conclusions. None of us do, and none of us should. We need those investigations to play out. But I anticipate that the House will have a great oversight into what happened, and we want to understand how it was that somebody got 130 yards from the president with a rifle, how it is that there were calls for help and assistance before the shots rang out, knowing that he was climbing up on that building.
The East Texas congressman is adding his voice to a chorus of elected officials calling for unity and a change in political rhetoric, saying elections must be decided at the ballot box, not on the street.
I've always maintained that we do not need to have uniformity of thought, not within the Republican Party, not between the Republicans and Democrats, but what we do need is unity behind certain principles. And free and fair elections is one of the most basic principles to ensure that we have our republic continuing in the future, and that means safety for those involved.
And this week, several Texans are expected to speak at the Republican National Convention. Among them, Texas Governor Greg Abbott and Senator Ted Cruz. Also, 3 vocal supporters of the former president in Congress and Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson, who switched political parties last year.